Hello, I'm Dr. Wilson. As the Assistant Superintendent of Civil Rights and Compliance, my job is to make sure everyone feels safe and respected at school. Today we're going to talk about some important rules that protect you if someone treats you unfairly or makes you uncomfortable while at school or at a school activity. We'll also talk about who you can go to for help. So let's get started.
At school, we don't just learn subjects like math and science. We learn how to treat each other. If someone says or does something wrong that makes you feel bad or unsafe, there are laws and school policies to protect you. One of these laws is called Title IX, and it helps make sure no one is treated unfairly because of their sex, gender identity, or sexual orientation. There are also the Education Code and the Uniform Complaint Procedures to keep you safe from discrimination, which happens when someone is treated unfairly or differently because of who they are, based on things like their skin color, religion, or where they come from.
Discrimination, sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, and bullying are serious issues, but if they happen to you, the district is here to help. Today we will explain what these behaviors are and how you can report them. We will be talking about some sensitive topics, so if you become uncomfortable at any point, please reach out to your teacher or school counselor for some help.
In Redlands Unified School District, the Department of Civil Rights and Compliance makes sure students are safe and treated fairly. They stop things like sexual harassment, assault, and abuse, as well as cases of sexual misconduct, such as the crossing of professional boundaries between adults and students. And they make sure adults and students follow rules about fairness and equality. Title IX is a federal law that says no one can be treated unfairly or bullied because of their sex, gender, or who they like. In Redlands Unified School District, this means discrimination or sexual harassment is not allowed. The district is dedicated to making sure schools are free from harassment and will not allow students to be mistreated because of their sex or gender. Title IX and state law do not allow students to be treated differently based on whether they are a boy or girl or whether they identify as they or them. For example, you cannot be excluded from participating in a school group or activity because of your sex or gender. Title IX also protects you from sex-based harassment, which is when someone keeps bothering or bullying you based on your sex or gender. And Title IX does not allow for retaliation or getting even against a person for reporting or participating in an investigation into sex-based discrimination or harassment. Under Title IX, sex or gender-based harassment is unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, and other verbal, visual, or physical conduct of a sexual nature that is based on a person's sex, gender, or sexual orientation. Under state law, sexual harassment occurs when unwelcome conduct on the basis of sex, gender, or gender expression creates an intimidating or hostile environment or limits a person's access to school. Some examples of verbal sexual harassment are telling sexually suggestive jokes, making sexual or offensive comments about someone's body, appearance, or how they dress, or the spreading of sexual rumors. Examples of visual or nonverbal sexual harassment are using sexual gestures, leering or staring intensely at a person in a sexually suggestive way that makes them feel uncomfortable, showing someone inappropriate pictures or images, or sending sex-based messages to others. Physical sexual harassment occurs when someone makes physical advances to another by touching their body in a way that is inappropriate and without their permission, especially their private areas, or by hugging or kissing them without consent. All of the examples given are forms of sexual harassment and are not allowed at school. Title IX law also protects you from the additional sex-based behaviors of sexual assault, dating violence, domestic violence, and stalking.
In our schools, everyone should feel like they belong. Students have the right to attend schools with safe and supportive learning environments.
In RUSD, our non-discrimination policy includes additional protections beyond Title IX, protecting you from various forms of discrimination and sexual misconduct.
Our non-discrimination policy protects you from hurtful words or acts that are based on things like your race, skin color, religion, sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, immigration status, disability, or medical condition. Sexual misconduct is other types of sexual behaviors that are unwanted and make it hard for you to learn and feel comfortable at school. Sexual exploitation happens when an adult tries to influence you to do something sexual that you don't want to do, like share a private photo. Sometimes, an adult may give you special attention over time to gain your trust so they can do inappropriate things to you later. This is called sexual grooming. Retaliation is when someone takes negative action against you because you reported or supported someone else who reported harassment or discrimination or participated in an investigation of a complaint about harassment or discrimination. Some examples of retaliation could be that you are bullied, isolated by others, get a negative academic consequence, are not allowed to participate in a group or activity, or are unfairly disciplined. Retaliation laws exist to protect you after you come forward with a complaint, so you won't have to worry about someone taking a negative action against you for telling. There are laws and district policy that forbid retaliation for filing a complaint, and if it happens to you, it needs to be reported. When someone does not respect your personal boundaries or discriminates against you, there are supports at your school to help you. Before we talk about those supports, let's look at a few examples of sexual misconduct and harassment that could potentially happen at school.
Hey, something feels off with you today. What's up?
Yeah, I guess. Just some stuff on my mind.
Come on, I know you better than that. This isn't like you. What's going on?
It's Coach K. He's been acting weird around me, like saying and doing stuff that's off.
Weird? How? What's he been doing?
It started off with small things like him saying, "I'm looking good lately," but then it got more personal out of nowhere. Gave me this gift card to this restaurant I mentioned once. He said it was for being a good kid, but I never asked for anything. I thought it was just him being friendly. But now it's more than that.
Wait, he gave you a gift? That's really sketchy, dude. Teachers shouldn't be handing out gifts like that. What else?
Last week, he offered to give me a ride home. My parents couldn't pick me up, but something about the way he insisted was weird. He was like, "I could take you home anytime you need." He even said we could stop by and get some food, just the two of us. I felt so trapped, so I said I was fine. I ended up walking home just to avoid it.
That's not right at all. Offering rides, trying to get you alone. What else?
He's been texting me on the weekends, asking if I want to hang out. Not with the team or anything, just me and him. He said he wanted to talk about life. Even suggested we could meet up outside of school. Last time, he said he'd take me to a movie. Just the two of us. I've been making excuses not to go, but it's getting harder and harder.
That's seriously not okay. He's crossing boundaries. Coaches shouldn't act like that. It sounds like he's trying to get you alone on purpose. That's grooming.
I feel really weird around him now. It's like he's always watching me. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's just his way of being nice?
No, this isn't about being nice. He's taking advantage of his position, and it's not right. Teachers and coaches shouldn't be giving out gifts, offering rides, or asking to hang out on weekends. He's manipulating you, Alex.
But what if no one believes me? He's really popular with the team, and I don't want to cause trouble for anyone.
I get that, but it doesn't matter how popular he is, and you're not making trouble. You're protecting yourself. What he's doing is wrong, and people need to know. You have to tell someone, the principal, a teacher, or a counselor, someone who can step in.
But what if they think I'm lying? What if they say it's my fault?
They won't. And if they do, it's not on you. It's on them for not taking this seriously. And the school has to protect you if you report stuff like this. It's the law. But you have to speak up. If he's doing this stuff to you, who knows if he's done it to someone else and might do it again? You could stop that from happening.
I've thought about telling someone, but it's scary, you know?
I get it. It's hard. But you don't have to do this alone. We'll talk to someone together. You don't have to face this by yourself.
Thanks. I think I'm ready to tell someone.
That's really brave. You're doing the right thing. Now, would you rather make a report through Sprigio? Would you rather talk to a teacher, a counselor, or Principal Davis?
Principal Davis.
All right, let's go.
This scenario talks about an adult staff member unprofessionally crossing boundaries with a student and manipulating him over time with the possible goal of building trust with the student so he can harm him later. The adult uses many of the key behaviors of grooming, some of which are giving a student special attention, gifts or nicknames, asking to meet outside of school, giving rides in their personal vehicle, contact through social media or private texts, making comments or jokes about a student's body or appearance, or touching, which may appear innocent at first, but grows over time to become more personal. It is never acceptable for an adult staff member to do these things, or pursue a romantic relationship with a student, ever. Now, let's look at another scenario.
Mia, you've been really quiet today. You good?
Yeah, something happened. You know how I told you about Jason and I breaking up last week?
Yeah, of course. What's he done now?
He posted a video of me online. It was supposed to be private. I didn't even know he had it. Only found out when people started messaging me about it.
Wait, what? He posted something without your permission? Mia, that's not okay at all.
I know, Emma. I just never thought he'd do something like this. I feel so exposed. I don't know what to do.
This is serious, Mia. What he did isn't just against school rules, it's illegal. You can't post something personal like that without someone's consent. It's a big deal.
I don't know, Emma. I'm scared to tell anyone. What if it gets worse? What if it starts spreading?
Mia, you have to report this. Even if you report through Sprigio, there are school policies to help with situations like this. You could talk to a principal or a counselor, someone you trust. They can help. And if it doesn't stop, there are laws to protect you. This isn't something you can handle on your own.
I don't know, Emma. I mean, what if people already saw it? What if they start saying things about me? This is all my fault.
People might talk, but that doesn't make it your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Jason's the one who crossed the line, and this is about your privacy, and he violated that. That's illegal.
I don't know, Emma. I mean, what if no one believes me? What if they just think I'm overreacting? What if they
Mia, you're not overreacting. This kind of thing can't just slide. You don't deserve to feel this way. And Jason needs to face the consequences for what he did.
You're right. I shouldn't have to feel like this because of what he did. Maybe I can talk to my counselor, but I'm afraid to do it alone. Will you come with me?
Of course I will. I'm sorry you're going through this. I'm here for you.
Okay, let's go talk to someone.
You're doing the right thing. One step at a time, we'll handle this. You don't have to go through it alone.
This scenario is an example of sexual misconduct based on sexual electronic communication, and this behavior is wrong and harmful. A person cannot record sexual activity without their partner's consent. Plus, after breaking up, the ex-boyfriend posted a private video recording as a form of getting back at his girlfriend for breaking up with him. Sending or posting photos or videos without consent is never okay. It is illegal to make, sell, possess, or distribute sexual explicit images of children under the age of 18. Some examples of misuse of technology include sharing a nude image of a student to others, creating photoshopped images of students and sharing with others via text messaging apps or social media, or using your Redlands email or district-provided equipment to send sexual messages to another student. Sometimes these images or videos can be used as blackmail or revenge and can be linked with dating violence. Even reposting is harmful and is a misuse of technology.
These can be devastating experiences, and if something like this happens to you, please know that you are not alone.
If you see something that doesn't feel right to you, say something to a trusted adult. Students should report any sexual misconduct, sexual harassment, or discrimination to a trusted adult in the school district's Department of Civil Rights and Compliance.
The Department of Civil Rights and Compliance will work with you to take your report, investigate, and provide safety measures.
If you think inappropriate behaviors or acts of discrimination are happening, it's important to talk to a trusted adult at your school, to talk to a trusted adult at home or in the community, and to report the incident to the Department of Civil Rights and Compliance. If you're more comfortable talking with someone outside of your school, you can contact the Department of Civil Rights and Compliance, or DCRC, directly. Students can report incidents of sexual misconduct, sexual harassment, or discrimination to DCRC by calling 909-307-5300, by sending an email to compliance@redlands.k12.ca.us, or by using the online form at our website at www.redlandsusd.net/departments/compliance. Students can also report through the Sprigeo app. Your report can be anonymous, but if it is anonymous, it will be harder for the DCRC to get you specific help. You can learn about the policies and procedures for violations of Title IX, non-discrimination harassment, sexual harassment, abuse and assault, sexual misconduct, and retaliation through the RUSD Department of Civil Rights and Compliance. Their website outlines the process for how these types of complaints are investigated.
Students can help shape and create safe and comfortable schools by becoming informed about these issues.
Look for posters at your school about reporting any problems, and remember, see something, hear something, or sense something, say something.
It's important to know that all adults connected to Redlands Unified School District are required to report to the district when they learn about sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, and discriminatory behaviors. Additionally, all RUSD employees, vendors, and volunteers are mandated reporters who must report suspected cases of child abuse or neglect. In addition, the U.S. Department of Education has an Office for Civil Rights, OCR, that is in charge of Title IX issues like sexual harassment. You can contact them by phone at 415-486-5555 or by email at ocr.sanfrancisco@ed.gov. Also, the California Department of Education's Office of Equal Opportunity can help at 916-445-9174. Their email is oeoinfo@cde.ca.gov. After you file a report of discrimination, sexual harassment, abuse, misconduct, or retaliation, we will work with you and your school to gather information, investigate the situation, and coordinate supportive measures that may be helpful and are designed to stop the harassment and prevent further harm. There are many ways that your school and district can help you throughout the complaint and investigation process. Some of the supports that may be offered, depending upon the situation, are daily check-ins with a trusted person on campus, counseling and psychological services, no contact contracts between parties, a safety plan for extra protection, academic help like tutoring, extensions of deadlines, or schedule changes, or possible transfers to different schools. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about these important topics. Your commitment to respecting others and staying informed helps create a safer, more inclusive campus for everyone. Together, we can foster an environment where all students feel supported and protected.